Hi everyone, welcome. Today I have Alyne with me. She is a former client. She is an esthetician, and I just wanted to have her on so she can share her journey, share her experience. So Alyne, welcome.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes. You're coming up on your 2-year anniversary since you've opened your own spa.
Yes.
So I just wanted you to share with everyone that is aspiring to be or is in that journey how you got started, how you came up with being an esthetician, if this was something you've always wanted. So just a little background.
Yeah, so I started having a passion for skincare, makeup, beauty, and all this stuff when I was about 14 years old.
Oh, wow.
So I was really young, but I was also struggling with acne for such a long time. And my mom took me to get a facial. And when we got there, she was like, "Oh, maybe I could see you
At 14?
doing this." Yeah, she was like, "You love makeup, you love the beauty stuff." And I was like, So it kind of planted a seed.
Yeah.
And then from there, I was like set. My heart was set on it. I knew that that's what I wanted to work with. So as soon as I was out of high school, I went straight to aesthetic school. I did a full 1,200-hour course, so I learned everything from the basics to advanced.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. There's so many different realms in the beauty industry of aesthetics. You can do so many different things. And I was like, I don't know, maybe I'll be a makeup artist. I am not a makeup artist. I fell in love with skincare, doing facials and waxing. And so I still wanted to go ahead and learn everything. I started working at different spas to gain experience, to really practice different modalities, different treatments to see what it was that was my niche.
What you fit into.
Yeah, and it was always the skincare and the waxing. I always wanted to treat my skin, help others who were dealing with the same situation. And so I was really lucky to be able to find a place that I fit in.
Yeah.
And I worked for many, many years under other spas. I used to live in Boston, so I worked at spas and med spas over there until I moved here. And it took a little bit of time to build my clientele, find my people. And that's when I met you, and you helped make my dream a reality.
Yes, so we met when you were ready to open up your own spa. You were previously working at one in Beverly Hills, and then you were ready to open yours.
Yes.
So how was that? Like, what made you think that that was the right time for you?
It was not. I was going through so many things, and my parents are like my biggest supporters.
They are amazing.
They are the best. I love them so much, and I'm so thankful for them, because if it wasn't for them, I don't think I would have had the courage to just go for it.
I get it.
I used to do mobile visits. I used to go to clients' houses or have some of them come to me to do services. And it reached a point where I had to move back in with my parents, and the room that I would take my clients in, I was like, where am I going to take clients?
Right.
So my mom
And you already had a clientele.
I did. I had already started a small clientele. And my mom called you. She's like, I'm going to call Fernanda, this realtor. She's going to help you find a place.
Yeah.
The next day, you sent her all these leads.
Yeah.
The following day, we went to tour.
Yeah.
It was literally within a 2-week time span.
It was meant to be.
It was meant to be.
Yeah.
And I was like, Fernanda's crazy. She's saying we're going to be able to do this. And I'm like, there's no way. I'm not ready. And you were like, no, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, all right, all right.
From us meeting, I think what struck out to me most was because I think our perspective of ourselves is different than other people's perspective of us.
Yes.
So when I met you, you were so knowledgeable and you were so sure of yourself that I didn't get that, that you weren't ready. So I remember that when you guys asked me to take a look at some spots, you had very specific locations, right? You wanted on Ventura, in Woodland Hills. And what struck out to me was, I think your mom said that she reached out to other agents and that said that wouldn't be possible to find it in that area. And I'm one to never give up. So I was like, okay, we're going to find it. I'm going to search for it. Yeah. And it just so happened that one was available that you liked, and we got it all done super quick. So you had no time to back out of the dream.
No, I didn't. It was just you guys were taking the lead for me. And I was just like, okay, whatever works. Because I had spoken to a realtor prior to all of this. And she had said, well, you don't have a business established. yet. You don't have like any business loans or anything that's gonna like help you get started. So it's gonna be impossible. And I was just like, okay. And then when you came in the picture, I was like, the lady said it was impossible. What do you mean this place is already mine? How are we gonna make this happen, you know? But but you found everything I was looking for and you made it happen, and it happened so fast.
But you know, it's the same with when people are buying homes. A lot of people think that they're not financially there yet because you just don't know the backside of things, you know? But it's usually possible when we look at the financial side of purchasing, just like for you. You know, you were ready, you had your clientele, so.
Yeah, and it all worked out. Everything like just fit in so perfectly, even though I had my doubts, but I was like, wow, like this was so much easier than I anticipated it to be. So
another like thing that I always remember from our experience was when we sat down at the table. It's very much a business meeting, right? Like with the owner of the building, with his agent and us and your parents, and we laid everything down, all the negotiations were done, and we're ready to go. So that was such a great experience.
Yeah. That was
really struck out to me. So now, and then I remembered you had your vision of what the place should look like. So you remodeled, you did all of it. So did you already have that in mind? Like your idea of what your spa was going to look like? Or was it just when you landed there and you saw the place?
I think when we had gotten there, you and my mom were already there the day that I went to tour, because I was late because I was driving from Beverly Hills. And you guys had already come up with all these ideas. You're like, we can do this here and we can renovate this. And I was just like, okay, ladies, whatever you say. Then my dad came in and same thing. He was like, we can do this, this, and that. I always knew I wanted it to be like very minimalistic, very clean. That's why I have a lot of...
I love that vibe in your spa.
Yeah, it's like all white and gold accents. I feel like it gives like that clean and minimalistic look that I really wanted. And so I'd say like it definitely, like just the location having everything that I needed it to, I was able to incorporate what I wanted in it, and it came out beautiful.
Beautiful. And another beautiful thing is that her dad is a contractor, so you got all your wishes. I love that you were able to separate that one room into your front office and then another room. So tell us what you offer at your spa now.
So I offer a variety of skincare treatments, facials, from the basic customized Europeans all the way to chemical peels, microdermabrasions, and dermaplaning. I also offer full body waxing, and I just recently hired a brow artist to work with me. And so we are just preparing to launch some brow lamination treatments. She is awesome at eyebrow shaping. We're going to be doing tinting as well. So we are slowly expanding into some different treatments too.
Yeah. And she's on Ventura in Woodland Hills. So if you're looking, give her a try. Definitely come visit. Thank you for coming.
Thank you so much. I
really believe in shining a light in local businesses. I think that's what builds our economy. And I also really believe in supporting each other. So I'm always going to be your supporter, as long as you go. And so I just wanted to have you on here today so we can kind of show your journey. And that you went with your dream, and if somebody is looking to do the same, they can see that it is possible.
Absolutely. You can start from nothing. It takes some time, but you can absolutely do it, especially when you have the right help, the right guidance, and the right people helping you along the way.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
Thank you.